Who's going to do the invocation? All righty. Good evening, everyone. At this point, I'd like to go ahead and make a motion to adjourn. There was no actual activity to report out of the study session, so I'll go ahead and make a motion to close the study session. That's my motion. Is there a second? Second by Councilmember Ricardo Pacheco. Any objections? Seeing none, so move. Okay. Let's go.
He's not even here.
Oh, didn't I say your name?
You did.
Okay. All right.
It's okay. They got it.
All right. So at this point, no objections. The study session meeting is closed. At this point, I'd like to open up the Baldwin Park. At this point, I'd like to open up the Baldwin Park City Council regular meeting with the Finance and the Housing Authority concurrently. So at this point, I'm not certain. We'll go ahead and have Council Member Ricardo Pacheco lead us in an invocation. So I will ask all those that are able to stand to please do so at this time. Thank you.
Thank you. If you could all please bow your heads. Heavenly Father, please watch over our world as many things are happening and occurring, natural disasters and wars that are occurring. Protect those people that protect us, our soldiers, those that are in the line and putting out their lives for us, our firefighters, our police officers, all those first responders that are out in the community. Please, God, watch over them. And all our leadership here in our city, that they make the right choices for our community. And also for all our new police officers, keep them in mind, Lord, as they patrol our cities for the next few years, that and they watch over their families and themselves, that they, Lord, that you protect them from everything that's out there. Amen.
Amen. Thank you. At this point, we'll face the flag and say the Pledge of Allegiance. So we'll ask everyone to please place your right hand over your heart. Ready, begin. Pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you and good evening. At this point, I will ask our city clerk, Ms. Jean M. Ayala, to lead us in the roll call.
Councilmember Alejandra Avila. Here. Councilmember Paul Hernandez.
Present.
Councilmember Ricardo Pacheco.
Present.
Mayor Pro Tem Monica Garcia.
Here.
And Mayor Manuel Lozano.
Present. Thank you very much. Before we go on, I want to close on behalf of a long-term resident of the city of Baldwin Park, Ms. Josephine Josie Rivera, who was extremely active in our senior citizens club for many, many years, attended her funeral services, and very active, has always attended the senior proms every year and helping out, assisting the staff there, and she passed. What a beautiful woman she was, a beautiful family, so our condolences goes out to the family. On behalf of the city of Baldwin Park, if we could send a letter, Carrillo, we could get their address to send that over to the family. I want to also recognize our city treasurer, Ms. Maria Contreras. Nice to have you here. And also thank you, Ms. Esther Washington. Thank you for being here, assisting us as well, for the assistant, our deputy city clerk that's not present with us today. All right, council members wishing to close on anyone's behalf? No? Alrighty. So at this point, we're going to go ahead into the presentations. The first one that we have is the LA County Certificate of Commendation to the City of Baldwin Park for participating in the 2019 Champion for West Nile Virus Presentation Challenge. So Vice Mayor Monica Garcia and I attended last Tuesday the Los Angeles County Supervisor Hilda Solis, and of course the entire supervisors are recognizing the cities in the San Gabriel Valley for participants. So at this point, I'll ask the Vice Mayor, do you want to go ahead and read that, or is it super long?
No, it's
okay,
not.
Thank you.
I mean, basically, we were recognized for our efforts in raising awareness on the West Nile virus and taking preventative measures here in our community. That's so important, and I know that our staff was working on this, and so we received the recognition on behalf of the city, but we absolutely wanted to recognize our staff who worked diligently, posting through social media and other media outlets, including announcements throughout the community. And for those of you who have been following West Nile virus, I mean, it is a very serious public health concern. I actually have a friend that was affected by the West Nile. She was very vulnerable. She had been a kidney transplant, and she fell into a coma, unfortunately, after contracting the West Nile virus. Not in the city of Baldwin Park, but a couple of years ago. So it is a very serious public health concern, and it is, it has a lot to do with public safety as well. So we just wanted to, recognize our staff and for all the hard work. I mean, our staff works so hard across every department. There is such a level of commitment. And so it was nice to see that the county supervisors also saw that commitment. And they recognized, I think, about a dozen cities across LA County, and Baldwin Park being one, thanks to the efforts of staff. So at this point, let me bring up Recreation and Community Services. And Manny Carrillo is our director. And then if we have any staff, I'd also like to ask Jason Valenza.
Yes, he is here.
To come on up, and then any recreation and community services is what it's called technically here. So anybody else? That's it.
Vanessa?
Don't be shy. Come on, wait. I think I see Helen. My eyes are not that great. So anyway, thank you, staff.
Arriba.
You guys work so hard and you're so shy about it.
Come on.
You're good? Let's take your picture. We love to take pictures of Rudy. And we're just gorgeous, one of the most gorgeous gals in the building.
Let's move the chairs.
Manny, we need you in here. Come on.
Let Manny in. Or if they can take the picture.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you went, okay.
No, we're going to bring them up. All right.
All right, so,
Here.
Mayor, why don't you go ahead and present?
Jason did most of the heavy.
Okay, so on behalf of the city of Baldwin Park,
All right.
Park and Recs, we present you with the certificate. Here we go. Let's get everyone in here. Come on.
Half is on.
Whoa.
Come on in, guys. No.
Oh, here, Jason.
Okay, Sophia's on it.
Closer like we know each other.
This camera first.
Udo, can you do it with language? Okay, thank you.
No, I'm just going to say.
No, man, thank you. Yeah, we'll have Manny airdrop pictures. I'll get those first. I will.
Ready, 1, 2, 3.
I think you only took one. It takes several. All righty? All right, thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Picture with,
Here. Yes, here. It's in the back, the back.
send it to me.
Here we go. You got it? Got it? Hey,
Take it with the big camera.
photo. Unusual.
I didn't mean to.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Very unique experience.
Wave.
Oh, it's video?
Ready like that. Ready, 1, 2, and go.
Take a photo for Ricardo.
Put it on Manny so you can send it to me.
Yes. Send it with my camera. That,
There you go. Whose camera's
I
that?
don't know. With that cell phone right there? Que la patada. We'll be right with you guys.
1, 2.
Vámonos. All right, sounds good. You know, let me get this.
Thank you, Jason.
Where's my chair?
For your work on that.
Okay.
That one's
Where's the legal counsel at? City attorney. Where'd he
Es
go?
fuerte.
All right. All righty, so
you.
what I will do at this point, we're going to bring up the newly hired police officers. And first of all, Chief McLean, thank you very much. I want to thank all the officers, the administrative level as well, that have made this this evening a very interesting for one, because of course we're adding more law enforcement officers to the Baldwin Park Police Department. So I want to thank you and thank all the family members that are present as well. The first Baldwin Park police officer we'll bring up is Mr. Douglas Griffin Jr. Mr. Douglas Griffin Jr. is 29 years old and our recent hired police officer. He served in the United States Air Force Reserve. Douglas enjoys spending time with his family, reading and playing video games. He hopes to be the top 10 portrait player for 2020. He's a member of class of 202 from Rio Hondo Police Academy. Thank you very much, Mr. Griffin. The next officer is Mr. Carlos Bonilla. Mr. Carlos Bonilla is our new police officer. Carlos has 2 associate degrees from Mount San Antonio College. He was an electrician prior to being a police officer. He attends the Rio Hondo Police Academy class of 208. Carlos was recently married on 2/16/2020 to his wife, Esther. Is she here? Where's Esther at? The wife not here? Okay, all righty. Okay. Hey, they just got married. Okay. His hobbies are antique playing sports, and he has considered himself a foodie. So thank you very much, Mr. Bonilla. Next officer is Mr. Borman Ali. Thank you. Thank you. Mr. Marvin Ali is a new police officer from Los Angeles. He is a proud banana slug, having graduated from UC Santa Cruz. He is a Rio Hondo Police Academy class of 208 graduate. He is fluent in 5 languages. Wow. Darcy, Farsi, Hindi, Oran, and English. Marvin plays basketball, and his proudest achievements, aside from becoming a Baldwin Park police officer, was slamming the basketball during a competitive pickup game. Whoa. Awesome. All right. Thank you. Mr. Officer Morby, you're going to have to get together with some of our competitor basketball players out in Morgan Park. We'll have to set that up for you. All right. Thank you. All right. So the next one we're going to call up here is Mr. Kevin Ramirez. Mr. Kevin Ramirez is a Baldwin Park native, having graduated from Sierra Vista High School and has been a Baldwin Park School Police Officer Explorer. Baldwin Park, sorry about that, and also a Marine Corps Reserve, where he serves as an infantry rifleman. Kevin is a bilingual in Spanish and English. He enjoys spending time with his girlfriend, Cristina Cabrera, drawing, hiking, and walking on the beach. Thank you, Officer Kevin Ramirez. Officer Steven Trinidad. Thank you. Well, this is interesting. We have one from Sierra Vista High School and from Baldwin Park High School graduate. Okay, so Steven Trinidad. Steven is also a Baldwin Park native who graduated from Baldwin Park High School. He is joined by his girlfriend Alexa and his family. Steven's proudest moments, aside from becoming a police officer for his hometown, was beating Sierra Vista High School, and when he played football for Baldwin Park High School. Steven is a graduate from California State University, Los Angeles, where he earned his business administration bachelor's degree. Steven is bilingual in Spanish and English. Steven likes to watch classic movies and spends time with his family. So Sierra Vista, Baldwin Park High School. Interesting. Just to mention, it's interesting now we have two rival high schools that are excellent high schools. The Vice Mayor, Monica Garcia, is a graduate from Baldwin Park High School, and then Alejandra Ives is a graduate from Sierra Vista High School. So 2 there, 2 here. All right, oh, that's right, Marie Contreras, our city treasurer, Sierra Vista High School. All right, so at this point, I will now go ahead and step down to where the officers are at, and we'll do the swearing-in ceremony. So at this point, I'll ask Chief as well to join me, the officers. Thank you. I'll ask the city councils to join me.
I got my pictures.
All right, so at this point, I'm going to go ahead and swear in all the officers. So I will ask each and every one of you to please raise your hand. And at the end, once I finish, just say, I do, okay? So if you could raise up your right hand. And I do solemnly swear that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of California against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the Constitution of the State of California, that I take this obligation freely without any mental reservations or purpose of evasion, and that I will well and faithfully discharge the duties upon which I am about to enter. I do. Thank you. Congratulations. Real quick, just want to, council members have an opportunity to say some words. I just want to thank each and every one of you on behalf of the city of Baldwin Park. Thank all your friends and families that are gathered here today on a historical day for us. We want to see these new officers that will become a part of the future of the city of Baldwin Park. And Baldwin Park itself has been built upon by this police department. Now, I've been on the city council since 1994. Ricardo Pacheco, Councilman Ricardo Pacheco, are the most senior on here. So a lot of us together have seen the city change for the best. And it's been because of the police department itself. So I want to thank you very much. And a reminder that this community, we all want to work together and not against each other. So remember, we are a family here, and we trust you that you're going to do your best to promote this community out in the city of Baldwin Park. So I want to thank you very much. At this point, give it over to the Vice Mayor, Monica Garcia.
Also want to say that what I told the last are new to critical. Along with the chief, that coupled with tried and true decades, that's the yes, there are bring in new energies.
Thank you. At this point, we'll go over to Council Member Alejandra Avila.
I also want to come to the city of Baldwin Park, and I want to echo their sentiment. Great pride to have all of you forward to getting. I want to thank the families and friends for allowing them to come to the city of Baldwin Park. So it's not going to be easy for families knowing that they're coming out. They're out here protecting us. they're going to do a job, so welcome to the city.
This part, Councilmember Ricardo Pacheco.
I also want to welcome you and thank you for all part. And it's very important for yourselves and for us. All of you bring together a lot of different strengths. I was hearing in every your bio. All of you just have a lot of wonderful skills and backgrounds that you bring to our city. I know you're going to make our police department very welcome all of you for being.
Thank you. Also, Councilman Paul Hernandez.
There's not much that I can say that my council members, colleagues here haven't said already. All I gotta say is welcome to the family. As I've mentioned in the past, police department is the foundation of a great, and each of you are that fabric. For that, I want to thank you. Every one of you, colleagues that are an example of our city. First contact that you guys represents all the part it really is. Again, 25 years from now, remembering that we were here.
If I could just say, background, about the city, work with Baldwin Park. That's how it works when you grow up in the organization. Hopefully they look out to the community. I see is the I want to thank our staff for working so hard. I've been law enforcement for 4 years. Such a that's important to all of you is before we expand the position we are to serve you. Also very grateful to obviously public safety is a very thankful to be. Welcome to the for our staff being offered and the president of the PO was here guys. Right now, we are very much very, very great.
Also recognize Lieutenant Huerta. Thank you very much for helping out with the paperwork and everything. Real quick, before we run, there's 3 different agencies that are elected here, and it's important for me to recognize the Baldwin Park Unified School District President, Ms. Christina. You can stand up. Christina Lucero. Very important. Plays a very important role in our city. They overlook 21 schools, so that's literally hundreds and thousands of students, and it's important to know as law enforcement that they are also part of the community, as well as the Baldwin Park Valley County Water District. So I'm not certain that it's Margarita Vargas. Also, Javier, thank you very much for being here, and all the other electeds. Real quick, I know there's a law enforcement officer from what city? Hacienda La Puente. What's your name? Martinez. Martinez. Thank you for being here to support your brothers in law enforcement as well. On behalf of City of Baldwin Park. And we have actually had them. All right. Thank you. Yours, right? Okay. Yes. Yeah. Well, that's phenomenal. Thank you guys. All right. Yes. Oh yeah. Dr. Mendoza. Thank you very much. And also for having Angela as well. Salazar, Assistant Superintendent, thank you very much on behalf of the city. I guess that's it, Chief. Thank you, gentlemen. I want to get a picture of you. Yeah. We're going to get a picture. Oh, let's hear it. I got to go get a taco. That's so hungry. Hold on. Let's bring the family up here. Yes.
Feels good though.
Hey.
Could it be a little cold or too hot?
I think you're right.
You can always move around and warm up.
Okay, count 3. 1, 2, hold it.
In a room with this many people.
Wait, one more.
Right,
Sorry,
no.
one more.
One more.
1, 2, and...
All right, so at this point, let's bring up the family members. Let's get a big picture of the family members. So, we have a family member, is it the whole audience? You know what, let's have the family members up here, down over here. Come on. Thank you very much. Yes, sir. Let's get our family members.
All right.
There we go. Ready?
Yes, okay. This camera first, please. Take a few pictures.
Oh, you got it?
Okay, camera ready. Hold it. Almost done. One last one right over here, please.
You know what we might want to do after the breakup of courses, maybe, Manny, see if we place the new officers in the Tribune, the city newsletter.
Nadie lee la
All right. So, Sergeant, so at this point, I guess everyone's going to step over. Chief, they're going to be stepping over to the Ark where they have a reception for you. Yes, sir. Thank everyone, thank all the family members. Thank you. We're going to continue on, hopefully we're done with it. Thank you very much.
Hey, Ben. Boylan and the yeah, Boylan's gonna stay, right?
Yeah. No. I think he's gonna go. Ask him. Answer.
Yes, let him ask. Just tell him we're gonna bring it up and ask him. That the president can speak. But he can speak for the.
Okay, at this point, I'm going to go and open up the public communication. Anyone wishing? Oh, that's right. Okay. Well, let's do it after. Let me just open up public communication. We'll move it out. At this point, I'd like to open up the public communication. Anyone wishing to speak? We do have a translator as well. Okay, see no interest. I now declare the public communication closed. All right, let's go ahead and move in. Where's my glasses? Oh, you do? Okay, all right. Yeah, go ahead, go to the Ark. Go to the Ark. Officer Rodaz. Come on, let me see. Okay, I'm going to go and open up the public communication. Anyone wishing to speak? Yeah, come on up. Officer Rodaz, can you get my glasses on the counter? Where the big, sorry about that. All righty. Welcome. Thanks, brother. Appreciate that. Thank you. All righty. Good evening, Ellen.
Good evening, Mr. Mayor, honorable council members. My name is Helen Hernandez, and I'm an employee and a board representative for the Baldwin Park City Employee Association. I've worked in recreation and community services for the past 25 years. We realize that a majority of the associations have or will be entering contract negotiations for a successor agreement. Our association today, myself and some of our members here, are prioritizing our consistency in pay, benefits, and special compensation. We specifically are looking at longevity pay, where previously 2 other associations were granted this benefit in the most recent negotiations, and we were neglected from this benefit. Although we understand that every negotiation is unique to each association's needs, we believe that the City Council should make all essential items equivalent to all. We look forward to working with the city's negotiating team, and we thank you for this process.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much to each and every one of you. Thank you. Move along with public communication. Come on up. Good evening. More librarians here. Hello.
Good evening, Mayor Lozano, council members, and people of the community. My name is Angelina Sandoval, and I'm here tonight to tell you about the St. John the Baptist Fiesta raffle. The church is holding a raffle in May. The money will go towards a new roof for the church and hall. I'm a candidate running. I'm a St. John student in 8th grade, student council treasurer, St. John's cheerleader, volleyball team member, altar server for the school and church. I'm selling raffle tickets for $1 donation, and your prize could be $5,000, $2,000, or $1,000. If you support me, I can win a scholarship, $1,500 towards my high school next year of Bishop Amont. This would help the church and myself. Thank you for your time, and have a great night.
Thank you. Thank you very much. We'll do that. All right, good evening.
Good evening. It is with great pleasure that I announce that the Baldwin Park Library will be among the polling centers for the extended voting, and we look forward to serving the community both in this event and any future event where we could support the city.
Absolutely.
And then I know you mentioned Taco Bell earlier, but Baldwin Park Library on Saturday, February 29th is going to be hosting a Vietnamese street food cooking demonstration for adults. So if you're interested, please come and stop by and see us there. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you. Now, when is that? Sorry about that.
When is
the actual the event? For
the cooking demo is going to be Saturday. At 11 a.m. So
this Saturday?
The 29th.
Oh, the 29th.
So next Saturday, 11 a.m. Stop in and see us. Vote while you're there. Love to see you guys.
I'll be there to eat. No, I'm just kidding, but I'll be there. Okay. So at this point, move along with public communication. Anyone else wishing to speak? All righty. So at this point, I'd like to...
Mayor, I just wanted to add...
let me close that out real quick.
Okay, good.
At this point, I'd like to close the public communication. So at this point, Mr. Councilmember Ricardo Pacheco, sir.
Yes, I just wanted to mention that a former worker of our, Jorge Canseco, and his son's wife passed away, Michelle Hernandez, and her funeral will be held this Friday at the Rock Church in World Outreach Center in San Bernardino. And I just wanted to ask the mayor if he could also close on her behalf and send their family a letter of condolences. Her grandfather, or her father-in-law, worked for the city of Baldwin Park for many years, and this is his daughter-in-law that had passed away. So she died of cancer very young. She was 41 years old. So hopefully keep her in your prayers and their family. And she left behind, they had 3 little girls, and they're probably ages 8. They're between 8 and 12. So anyways, keep them in your prayers. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilman Ricardo.
Mayor, really quick.
Yes.
I also I want to thank Shannon and Manny Carrillo, and close in memory of Gigi and Kobe Bryant. I was a big big, and I always cry when I talk about a big fan of Kobe Bryant since he started. So when I found out of his passing, I called Shannon and I called Manny and asked them to put it up on the billboard, and they put it up on the marquee. So I want to close on behalf of Gigi, Kobe, and all those that lost their lives on that day. I was one of those that tried to sign up to get tickets, and unfortunately, I wasn't able to get tickets. I was put on the waiting list, and I know a lot of us were disappointed. But we did lose a great person, a great legend. So I'd like to close on their behalf. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much for that, and thank you for the suggestion of the actual billboard itself. Is that Councilmember Alejandra Avila? All right, real quick. So we're going to pull item 19 at the request of the consent calendar. The request of Councilmember Alejandra Avila. We're going to pull that to the front, and also Councilmember Hernandez has requested we pull items 13 and 14. So let's from the consent calendar. At this point, the reports of officers. That's the one we're going to bring to the front. That yes, go ahead. And item 4. Okay, from the consent calendar. So let's go first, and then we'll come back to the consent calendar. Let's go start out with the item 19, which is the reorganization of the City Council selection of Mayor Pro Tem. So at this point, not too certain whose turn is it. Councilman Ricardo Pacheco's?
Mayor.
Yes. Oh, go ahead.
Actually, I think Councilmember Pacheco served before me, and then I came this year.
Oh.
And so I would like to make the motion to appoint Councilmember Paul Hernandez.
All righty. Okay, I'll go ahead and second. Any objections? So then the
I'm
roll,
sorry.
the roll,
So
Mayor Pro Tem.
Do you accept?
Yeah.
I would say my suggestion would be is to ask Councilmember Avila to go first this year, if she wouldn't mind, because if we're going in alphabetical order, and then next year I'll take it if that's okay.
I mean, okay, well, I made the motion and there was a first and a second, and
Okay,
if
second.
that's okay.
I agree.
Excuse me, you don't need a second? You don't need a second, Mayor? I'll take all the nominations and then we do it from there.
Oh, I see what you're saying. All right. So at this point,
Mayor, I just want
Vice
to,
Mayor,
if
Vice Mayor
I could
Ricardo.
ask, I mean, we normally we do it in an order, so I guess would that be his seat would be next? That's fine with me. I mean, I'm not, if you want to do it, Paul, or?
I'm happy to do it, that's fine.
All right,
But
so
I'm
this-
happy to.
I'll do it
The-
next time.
Next
Okay.
time. All right.
All
So,
right. Thank you.
so that everyone gets equal opportunity.
Yeah.
All right.
I
So,
mean-
so at this point, there's a motion. Are there any objections? If not, at this point, then, Councilmember,
I
yes.
just want to recommend that we keep that rotation. I know the city clerk usually keeps a list to make sure that we don't skip anybody. So just
Yes,
keep that
yes. Thank you very much, Councilmember Alejandro Avila. So at this point,
Agreed.
Mr. Paul Hernandez is the Vice Mayor. All right.
Yay.
Un aplauso.
All right. Oh, here we go. Oh, hey, thank you, Ms. City Clerk. Guess what? We got your plaque here. All right. So at this time, I'm going to present, well, that's what you call efficiency. We're going to give this to
Like, they don't waste any
Vice
time
Mayor
around
Monica
here.
Garcia. Come on up here. We'll get our photo. Come on up.
They're like, you're out.
Oh, Gene, can you take a photo while you're down there, if you don't mind?
Okay. Gee, can you get some photos here?
And usually we do it in December.
Me first.
Yeah, that is true.
Here, Jason.
Come on.
Oh, perfect.
Let's get up here.
Jason, can I give you mine? Thank you so
Take
much.
several of them. Can you send me one? Oh, come on.
Wait, we're waiting for Gene.
Where's Marie?
We need to help her.
Need some assistant.
That's good.
Hold on, let's go down over here. Hi, you guys. All right.
I didn't leave you.
Yeah, we probably, no.
Got the school bus.
Congratulations, Paul.
Oh, thank you. Happy birthday.
Scoot in, bro. Come on, don't be scared. Scoot in, come on.
We send some people on both sides.
Oh, yeah, yeah. You know what? You know- Okay, here we go. Thank you. Okay, hold your plaque. You ready? Oh, yeah, here we go. Here we go. That's Monique's.
Oh, I was gonna say that's yours. Don't worry about that. It's called night shift. Night shift, man. Don't you guys have iPhones?
Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3.
Hold on, Jason. See, he's my quick. Hold on.
Set them all around.
We all have commented on that, by the way.
Take several. Take several.
You can use the filter.
No, it does not. It just sets the
Yeah.
tone, so it's not so loud. Makes it easy to go to sleep. Yes.
Ready? Okay, 1, 2, 3.
All right, thank you very much. All right, let's get going.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Right?
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
This is yours.
Okay.
This is Scott's.
Thank you, Jason.
Where's my chair? Is that mine? Thank you. All right, so at this point, let's get going with the agenda here, people, all right? Ed Chavez, Operator San Gabriel, thank you very much for being here. Didn't see you back there. So,
Thank you.
at this point, let me see. All right. Yeah, let's go ahead and we're going to pull item 13, which is the approved resolution 2020-003 and consideration of moratorium of the understanding MOU with Goodwill Southern California to establish a youth employment program. So this point was pulled by Councilmember Vice Mayor Hernandez.
And 14.
And 14.
And 14.
Yes.
Thank you. We're going to, again, this just gives us an opportunity to share some of the good work that we're doing here. So I'll ask Elizabeth, if she's still here, if she could just kind of, and Shia, to kind of go through the abbreviated version of the presentation that we had at our study session. And at the same time, I'll also ask for the school board President Lucetto and Dr. Mendoza to also come up and say some words too. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Elizabeth Hoki. I'm the Business Service Coordinator for the East San Gabriel Valley Americas Job Center and Baldwin Park AJCC. This is Sheila Potter. She's our Youth Coordinator for the AJCCs as well. Just if you did not know already, we have been in the process with the city. We want to thank the city first for bringing us in. I want the community to know that not all cities have come to us and approached us about programs like this, solidifying for the summer program. We have finalized the name. It's called YES, Youth Employment Services to BP. That's what we came up with on Monday. And then also we have an affiliate site at Baldwin Park Adult School. We are coming up on our 1-year anniversary coming March. So if the community doesn't know that we're already there, this is our address and phone number for it as well. I'm going to hand it on over to Sheila right now to talk a little bit about all the youth services that we provide.
Thank you very much for letting us be here this evening. Real quickly, to run through the program, we have 14 through 24 years old. These are youth that have barriers from foster youth, homeless, parenting youth on and up. We're working very closely with the community here, especially in the homeless liaison with the hotels in the area. That is our biggest focus right now, as long as our foster. But we have many other barriers that we do focus on. Our whole point of this program is basically to bring them through the levels of career pathways. Being that from 18 to 24, we offer 120 hours, I apologize, in level 1, where we provide supportive services, everything from clothing to transportation, and then we do provide a TAWOW training. Level 2 is basically a more intensive program to lead them right into their career path, which would be into post-secondary college or advanced training, as well as just a direct career to a job. Level 3 parts into it, so they keep graduating on as they're keep elevating their career choices. This goes a little bit more into detail about the barriers that we do serve, and then the right documents to qualify. They do have to have the right to work documents, but I do want to highlight one of the programs is for the parents that are incarcerated or they are do not have papers. So this is an area we also focus on. Level 2 is a broader area to qualify, but they do have a lot more support. It is a 2-year program. We have a TAWOW class. The TAWOW class is a paid training of 1424 as long as the whole program, but we emphasize very strongly on getting them prepared, ready to go into the workforce. Meaning it's a very intense program where these kids, I always say, coming into jeans and t-shirts, walking out in a suit. We're getting them very, very, very prepared with soft skills. So this is a awesome thing, and I love to watch them grow, not only in soft skills, but their self-esteem.
And then I also just want to go into the building partnerships that we have been creating. First of all, with the City of Baldwin Park, thank you again for coming to us with this project that we have been coming with. Again, you have the MOU above you that we are trying to serve 200 youth in the Baldwin Park City, as well as with the Baldwin Park Unified School District. We spoke with their board last week. We thank you again for inviting us to speak about that as well. We have been in contact with the principals for all 3 high schools that are also on board. We have met with their counselors, and we're setting up different schedules to do more outreach on that part. And also the Baldwin Park Business Association too is in backing with us to help us recruit for more work sites in the city of Baldwin Park, to let them know that we want to make sure our youth are more informed about what is to come next after the chapter of education, and maybe even get a taste of what their career path will be handling for as well. And we're in the works right now with the memorandum of agreement with them as well. The next steps that we have taken and will be taking, again, like I said, we did a district-wide student counselor meeting on February 3rd along with February 7th. We have met with Sierra Vista High School along with Baldwin Park High School with their counselors. We are solidifying the counselor meetings with North Park High School. We are doing weekly outreach. Again, the MOUs that we are solidifying with you as well. And we are solidifying the flyers with the business outreach for orientations that the city has graciously provided some space for us as well with that, along with our student parent orientation dates for May 12th and 16th, just so we let the community know what services we provide. Come July 1st, we pay the students from our funds, and it's going to be $15 an hour. I don't know about any of you, but when I was in high school, I was not making $15 an hour at my part-time job. So this is a great opportunity for the students to be in part of our program along with the city and make it more solidified. Not only that, we do not just serve youth, we also serve adult programs too with their career pathways. These are just some of the programs that we offer with adult and dislocated workers. If they need some assistance with getting some training with electrical training or any certificates, that's why we're co-located with an adult school. That's our goal with the countywide, to make sure that the community in City of Baldwin Park and also San Gabriel Valley, to get a little bit more round pipeline to have a healthier economy. I'm a San Gabriel Valley native, and I just want to make sure that my community all over is successful. That's why we're here, and we thank you again for bringing us to the table. I don't know if anyone wants to.
Absolutely, if we could have, yeah. And as we're walking up here, I just want to just elaborate and just also again thank the school board for their support, because the actual effort that's going behind this, using their existing staff to recruit the students through the home liaison and then the counselors, and allowing the folks to be on site to speak during class time and so forth. That's a huge commitment. So I do want to thank President Lucetto for her commitment, and the rest of her school board, because they were very much well behind this program. And again, also with Dr. Mendoza, the work that you've been doing, ever since we had our coffee in the morning, or breakfast, I should say. It's one of those things of, I don't think you're ever going to want to have breakfast with me again. But I do want to thank you, because you're wearing 2 hats today. And one of the things is also as the chair or president? President of the Baldwin Park Business Association. This can't be done without the businesses. And, with your leadership and leveraging our partnership in a collaborative effort, we will hit that goal of 200 this year. And I expect to actually do more than that for next year. And, without a doubt, it goes without saying, with Vanessa, Mike, Manny, Carrillo, and of course Shannon, because they've been, enduring these bi-weekly meetings with us in the mornings at 8 o'clock in the morning. I'm happy to continue to buy coffee every time, because if that's what it takes for us to move forward, that's the easiest investment that I can do. But it's a privilege to be part of this program with you guys, and I'm looking forward to having each of our council members help reach out to new businesses, but more importantly, look out for students that can enroll into this program. Because again, if you remember your first job, mine was at $4 an hour, sweeping in a bike shop of all places, of course. But it was very gratifying to receive my $100 paycheck that I got, and I got to spend all that money and keep some of that money and give some of that to my parents, not by choice, but it was very satisfying and good experience for me, and set me up to, I guess, where I'm at. Thank you.
Mayor? If I may, I just want to add that it was an awesome presentation. I really loved it. And it takes me back, years back when I originally started working with the school district, how we had something similar to that. And I remember the kids coming into work in the summer, whether it was a custodian or in the office. And I'm so excited that it is brought back to our students, to our families. I think it's going to be very successful. And I appreciate all the work that everybody has put into this. Thank you.
Mayor, I just want to add, I want to thank all of you for your hard work, our council members that you work with. And this collaboration is just fabulous. I think it's awesome that we're able to work as a city with your organization, with the school district, really coming together because these services are really needed in our community. Our youth so much need this type of looking for a place to work and something more than that, just not just a job, but helps them to grow. And your presentation was wonderful. Our children need to learn the skills of working, all the, as you call them, soft skills, and everything it takes to be able to fold into a full-time job. So I want to promote it on my half as much as I can, work with everybody, and I'm all on the team, want to work with you guys and really make it happen. So just again, I think it's great. Thank you. I'm very excited that you came out and put this together, and I think it's going to be a great success. Thank you all.
All right. Thank you. Well, first of all, I want to thank each and every one of you that are here this evening and passing what I think is going to be a phenomenal opportunity for so many youth throughout our community. I want to thank everyone that was involved. Thank you very much. Appreciate that.
Mayor.
Yes.
I also want to say thank you to everyone who has, come together to make this happen for our students and for our youth. And I know that there are some individuals here at the city who started as youth and who have made a career because of the opportunity that was given to them. And so that's the impact that you're making. And so I definitely want to recognize that and really, give a lot of respect to everybody who came to the table and was willing to partner on this. So give, a lot of kudos to the now Mayor Pro Tem, Paul Hernandez, also for helping to lead the way. And then, of course, the council here. So thank you.
Thank you very much, Councilman Paul Hernandez as well. Thank you.
Mayor.
Yes, and Mayor, excuse me, that's right, Vice Mayor Paul Hernandez. Thank you, brother. All right, thank you very much. All right,
and I do
go
want
ahead.
to add, because again, I just want to thank both Mayor Pro Tem Hernandez and Alejandra Avila being so involved. For me, it's about the fact that this is a true collaborative project. And there's nothing that's going to serve our community better than all of us working together, not just the city council, not just the school district, the business community, because we all have a stake in this. But more than that is the way you've worked with us so well, and I am truly appreciative of that. And I can't wait to see this grow and continue. And we've been on the map for many things in this community. This is one more thing we can add that is really going to take Baldwin Park to that next level. And I just thank you all.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Dr. Mendoza.
Oh, I believe I just want to echo everyone's sentiments, and I do want to say that was a great breakfast place, Mayor Pro Tem Hernandez.
What did you guys think?
And I do want to echo
I'll take you out. I'll take you out.
very quickly that this is a model of how we can all work together and looking at the same goal and objective. And when we're talking about our youth, it's incredible when we can come together with all these different agencies and really taking a step in the right direction in regards to making sure that we're doing what's right for our kids. So with that, thank you so much. And I really do appreciate the leadership and taking me to breakfast. That was great. But I believe that's something that we need to do more often. And I would invite, I hope I'm not speaking out of turn here, President Lucero, is to really have our organizations come together and maybe have sometimes informal type of meetings, whether it's a breakfast or something else. I think that would do wonders in terms of our collaborations with the city and anyone else, any and all organizations. So thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Yes, good. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
And again, this is something that I am thrilled that we have new officers, and I'd love to see that also with them, that I think it's easier to collaborate with someone you know, and that only happens through the conversations. So I do think informal conversations, get-togethers, La Cocinita is another place really good for
Oh,
breakfast.
yeah, that's right.
Um,
Homemade tortillas.
We have some of the best restaurants in the city. I say we just take turns and go to each one at a different time. But again, it's the conversations I think are critical. Okay. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Salazar. Thank you very much as well. Thank you. All right. Okay, so at this point, we're going to go ahead and, you want to go ahead and make a motion? Paul? Yep. Then we'll have Alejandra second it? Second. Okay, so at this point, any objections? Seeing none, so moved. All right, thank you. At this point, we'll go and open up the, by the way, you guys mentioned the minimum wage. I was so happy in 1975 when I was a teenager because it was $2.10 an hour.
I wasn't behind, I wasn't far behind you.
Bought myself some Levi's at the end of the month. Okay.
Mayor, we also had Council Member Avila pulled off number 4, and we're going to do some further legal research on that.
Oh, okay, all right. So hold on. We talking about consent calendar?
Yes.
Okay.
We'll bring that back.
Hold on, real quick. Bear with me. All right, so at this point, okay, we are pulling out, hold on. Where's hold on real quick. Okay, now, bless you. All right, so at this point, we'll go consent calendar. We're moving item number 4 to a future meeting. Do we need a motion for that? So at this point, I'll go ahead and make a motion for item 4, repeal of the ordinance number 444. So at this point, there's been seconded by Councilmember Alejandra Avila. Any objections? See none, so move. So at this point, I'll go ahead and move a consent calendar with the exception, well, we've already done, well, actually, with the exception of number 4. That is my motion. Second. Any objections? See none, so move.
Mayor, I just have a comment, if I may.
That's fine.
I just wanted item number 8.
Yeah.
I don't want to pull it, just pass it.
Sure,
but
sure.
It's an awarded bid for projects on our main street,
Yes.
complete streets. And I just want to just point out that, our city continues to improve our streets throughout the city. We have $1.7 million that we're spending on our, I guess it's a Main Avenue Complete Streets Improvement Program. So I want to thank staff for continuing to move forward. I know I've driven around and seen a lot of our streets upgraded, Ramona Boulevard, that full upgrade, and a lot of our streets are continuing to be paved. So just want to point out to the community that our tax dollars are being well spent back here within our community. Thank you, Mayor.
All right, thank you, Councilmember Ricardo Pacheco, well noted. All right, so at this point, we'll go to item 17, which is the public hearing, the consideration of adoption to an extension of the existing citywide moratorium on new and expansion of existing massage establishments. So who's handling this, or can we make a motion? Let me go, just unless you have questions, we discussed this.
This is just to put this item on hold until we can take it back to the Planning Commission and get better direction,
let
and
me
then
open up the
eventually
public-
bring it
let's just do
to
the
City
public
Council.
hearing now.
And Planning Manager Ron Garcia is
Okay,
here
that's
if you
fine.
have any questions.
At this point, I'll go ahead and open up we'll at least do the public hearing. Anyone that's interested to come up in favor of the consideration of adoption and extension of existing citywide moratorium on the new and expansion of existing massage establishment. Anyone opposing? Okay, see no interest, and I'll declare the public hearing. This point will need a motion.
I'll motion, Mayor, to move this item and give the extension.
Okay, I'll second. Any objections? See none, so moved. All right, so we'll go over to the City Council acting as successor agency of the dissolved Community Development Commission consent calendar. I'll go ahead and make staff recommends that the board receive and file the treasurer's report for December 2019. That is my motion.
Second.
Second, any objections? See none, so moved. Reports of officers, 18, review of commission applications and consideration of reappointments to fulfill vacancies at the Planning Commission. I know that there was a mix-up, right?
Yes, and we brought that back, and if you want to look at the report.
There was only one, I think there was only one that we're considering, Marlene Garcia. Because there was only one.
If we could just look at that item number 18 so we get clarification, and if you could tell us the 5 people that you wanted assigned
All
to
right, so
that group.
let me go through. So the Planning Commission, the first one, there's 5. So that would be Edwin Borges, remain, Christopher Sainz, Christopher Gardun, excuse me, and Edith Flores, and then the nomination was for Marlene Garcia. That is my motion.
She would take the office number 2,
Yes,
and the rest would remain.
Yes,
Okay,
that's correct.
Perfect.
All right, that's my motion.
Second.
Second, any objection? Seeing none, so moved. The rest, you guys want to bring it back?
What are the rest?
I think that's it.
Oh, no, that's it, you're right.
Another
I was looking at
commission we'll
something
bring
else.
back at
All
another
right.
time.
Yeah, thank you very much. So we'll do the swearing in the following. All right, so at this point, actually, we're at the end there. Council members wishing to share anything before we go on to the next meeting?
Yes, Mayor.
Yes, go ahead.
Just really quick, I want to commend Sam and his staff. Like Councilmember Pacheco said, they are doing an amazing job out there, putting our money to work in our city, and you see the difference. And I appreciate everything that you do. I know it's hard work. And it's a lot to follow because I know there's a lot of areas that are hidden, but I know the minute we call you, you're on it, you're looking into fixing whatever the problems are. You and your staff are doing an excellent job, so thank you, Sam.
All right, thank you very much.
Mayor, just a
Yes.
couple of quick announcements.
Sure,
First, want to thank the city staff for putting together this a year in review on our Baldwin Park Now. All the updates that we have, all the good improvements that we're doing in our city. And also, if we could work closer with some of the faith-based churches for our Baldwin Park counts. I think the census is very important, and we need to make sure that we're continuing to outreach to our community to make sure that everybody participates in that. And on another note, I also just like to see a little more push on our code enforcement. There's a lot of homes that need a lot of improvement in businesses. And I would like to see staff just kind of work a little harder so we could see some of the changes. I know it's a lot of work, but we need to be consistent and sort of in parallel with other cities and how they're doing good in their code enforcement. I think we should kind of push that. And if there could be, if maybe staff could come back and talk about an organized outreach that we could do with the community to talk about how important code enforcement is. I think sometimes the community feels they're being picked on when you go out there and you're looking at things, but looking at something on somebody's home to improve. But I think if you could sit with the city council and we could talk about our strategies and what's important for us to continue to improve our community, would probably be something that we could do in a special study session. Thank you, Mayor.
Well, one more thing, Mayor.
Yes,
and
absolutely.
he brought up another
Sure.
good subject. Thank you. I recall having a conversation with Ben, not to throw any more things on your plate, Ben, but I remember you talked about some cities having incentives for our residents to keep up their yards and maybe keeping up the sidewalks. So maybe you can educate us on that. I remember you're having great ideas. That one time we were doing visits to some facilities, so maybe that's something to look into. Thank you, Ben.
Thank you. And I just want to, real quick, go ahead, Vice Mayor.
Okay, I just
Vice
wanted.
Mayor, Vice Mayor.
We'll let her go. We'll let her go. We'll let her go. We'll let her go.
First, and you cut him
I
off.
thought you were mistaking me for.
God, I can't imagine what it's going to be a year from now. No, after you, please.
Go ahead.
I give
Go
my
ahead.
time over to you.
Sorry, I thought you were looking at me. Okay, really quick. I also wanted to give kudos to staff for just all the work that they've been doing, and I really want us to work with our media relations person to highlight, so
absolutely.
this way that our residents know what is all the good things that are happening in our city. So I would like to see, like maybe a meeting come together with.
That'd be great.
And, with our CEO and media relations person, our directors, so that, there can be a more active role and a more active presence, whether that's working with the Tribune, whether that's on our social media, whether that's through the Now. I know that there were a lot of pieces like media, coverage on some of our summer concerts, and that's great. But I feel like there's so much more beyond that, that we need to get the good word out about. So if we can, keep that in mind and kind of start working on that, that would be wonderful. And really, it's not about working or adding more to our plate. It's really just about what the city is currently doing and highlighting that,
There's a lot we miss.
There is. That's it.
All right, thank you very much, Vice Mayor Hernandez.
Thank you. Appreciate
Go
that. Sorry, Monica. I just want to reiterate for individuals listening in and, of course, out in the audience, for those individuals that have residents that are being impacted by your rent increases in regards to living in apartments under the rent stabilization ordinance, please contact Ben, or if you can provide the correct number. There are a lot of people that are receiving some notices, and their landlords and or apartment owners, whatever the case want to be, are not necessarily being 100% compliant. So if we could continue to work on that. I know, Ben, if you could kind of share at least, I don't know if you have the dates already for our 2 outreach efforts that we got, a couple of them. That'd be great. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. So at this point, I want to also, let's be short. Go ahead, Ben. Got a minute.
Thank you, Mayor and City Council. The phone number you can reach me at is 626-960-4011, extension 477, related to rent control questions or issues. It is looking like our first 2 outreach meetings related to rent control will be March 12th and March 14th. That's a Thursday and a Saturday, the second week in March. So we will be announcing those meetings. So we will do more than that. That's just the beginning. And we will be meeting with both separately, but tenants and landlords.
Ben, will we be sending flyers out, or how are you advertising that?
Yes.
Can we send them out to the school districts? That way more families get that information?
Yes.
Please, thank you.
All righty. Okay. Thank you. And real quick, Jose Martinez, thank you very much. I know you get a lot of calls, and he does a phenomenal job, so I just want to recognize him. I know we gave him kudos last time, so thank you very much. And you know, I think Gina Ayala probably calls him all the time, but he does. Thank you for that. So also, John, Ron, and Mark, thank you, and everyone as well. All right. So at this point, we're going to go. I'll move for adjournment of the City Council meeting. Yes. Any objections? Seeing none, so move. At this point, I'd like to open up the Finance Authority. Reminder also that the hold on. Where's that? Thank you very much. The council members are also members of the Board of Directors of the Housing Authority and Finance Authority, which are concurrently convening with the City Council this evening. And each council member is paid an additional stipend of $30 for attending the Housing Authority meeting and $50 for attending the Finance Authority meeting. All right, thank you very much. At this point, I'd like to move for a consent calendar, the Treasurer report. That is my motion. Second by Councilmember Avila. Any objections? See none, so move. At this point, I'd like to move for adjournment of the of Finance Committee. That is my motion. Hello? Okay. Seconded by Councilmember Alejandra Avila. Any objections? See none, so moved. At this point, I'd like to open up the Housing Authority, and I'll move for consent calendars items 1, which is the Treasurer's report. That is my motion. Second by Councilmember Alejandra Avila. Any objections? See none, so moved. At this point, I'd like to move for adjournment of the City the Housing Authority. It's my motion. Second by Councilman Alejandra Avila. Any objections? See none, so moved. At this point, good evening. Viva Baldwin Park.
Viva Baldwin Park.
Oh, 826. That's record.